Welcome back to Kerbal Space Program. So, I worked on this Meg a little bit while I was offline because it was bugging me the fact the real one can only produce like 11 kilonewtons of thrust, and this one with 20 could barely get into the air. So basically in the end I moved the center of lift around, so now it actually flies. It can actually get up here on 11, but I've had to hide a ton of wings in the front to balance it. So it now flies, and it now gets up to altitude. The reason why I didn't do this live is because it took over 20 minutes to get here. I've had this running now for 20 minutes just to get it to altitude. And we're all okay, so no problem. As to tell, at this altitude it is not going to be very manoeuvrable. If I try to lift it up at all, it will just drop. The fact I did way too harsh with it is a bit silly, but point is, I'm not very good at piloting. So, there you are. It flies, it got up here. It successfully did its flying thing. But, I mean, 23 minutes to reach 10,000 meters isn't very good. And then to just end up in a flat spin is even worse. As you can tell, we don't have Val back yet because I've been just resetting. So let's see if this thing will correct itself, because I think it should be quite happily nose down. Nope, it's having none of it. In theory, it should just be able to go nose down, because all the weight is still at the front, and we have that little fuel tank at the back draining. Yeah, because we turned the alternator off. So let's give it some more power, because, yeah, not even the reaction wheel can help at this point. Helpful if I turn the thing on, right? Nope. Stay. 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 Go down. Up some speed, see if we can recover from this. We only lost 4,000 feet. No, we just passed 4,000. We should... Ooh. Okay, no, that's failed. Downwards, we can do this. Come on. Let's get the speed up. Okay, we seem to be in control. Light inputs. I know, admittedly, nearly doing Mach 1 towards the ground. I also realised I've been being overly harsh on my planes, because I was looking at the speed going, what, only like 100? Only like 100? That's like really, really slow, because I'm used to dealing with miles per hour thanks to driving. It turns out like 115 is 0.5 Mach, and that's quite an impressively high speed. Oh, no. Okay, we need to bleed off a lot of this speed to land. I mean, we can turn that off. It was up a bit, bleed off speed. Admittedly, 100 meters is a little high, but... I mean, we have parachutes. If push comes to shove, we can just stop with that, right? Okay, we are bleeding off speed. We're doing pretty well. How much more can we lose? Oop. 30, it will destroy us, so nose up. Yep, this is more like it. Come on, slower. Well, there you go. We're fine. So, I'd consider that a successful flight. We only wrecked like half the plane, lost the engine section and the parachutes. It's not very deep down there, is it? So, yeah, there you are. A successful flight. My incompetency at landing is legendary, so I'm not that worried. But you know, 22 minutes to get up to that altitude, that's not very good. And the last time we tried rocket boosters, I mean, gonna get fell back yet? No. I do have it set to respawn them, don't I? Mission crew respawns after the minimum amount of time, yes. So, we know that plane works, but we can put away the landing gear for this. It's just specifically space. That's where it's going. So we select that, start retracted, start retracted. Good. There you are. It's a plane that we know flies. But putting it in space, that jet engine is going to be useless. So just be careful with the center of mass and center of lift. I spent long enough getting that corrected. So fuel tanks, we need monopropellant. How much monopropellant do you have? 50. Well, that's not enough. One monopropellant tank. Two monopropellant tanks. Nothing's protruding, we're all okay. So 100 monopropellant should be okay. I think the other ones I was using... yeah, we should be okay. So now we get some of these, but like... just imagine how much this would have absolutely horrified the Americans during the Cold War. Did it go on both top and bottom? No, that's just not showing properly. Okay, and two at the back because yeah, why not? How big are these? Be nice if it like lay on the surface, right? There you go. That's more what I meant. Get like a set of them and just set them up so they puff in opposite directions to each other, because you really don't need much monopropellant. And that should give us roll there, but we don't have any pitch, so let's get one of you. Are you down here? Replace you with one. So now we've got roll we've got pitch. Okay, fine. Yeah, I'm sure this won't use a ton of fuel or anything. Okay, so those ones they can flip us, and we can use them all as engines. Okay, so that should be prepared for space now, in theory. But the one thing we haven't done is given it the ability to get there. So let's just grab this thing as a whole, move it up. So next up we need a decoupler, because you can't leave this thing attached permanently. There you go. I don't see any problem with that. Now, I mean, we've got all these different engines. What is the... That just doesn't seem silly enough. That doesn't seem silly enough, but that is the most silly I can find. So yeah, I think we'll agree that that's pretty big. That's stuck on now, isn't it? Oh, that's two of them stuck on. No, we don't want to go that silly yet. Okay, so it's stuck on top of that. I mean, yeah, it could work. Oh, and give it a little solar panel. Oh no, little solar panel. There you go. There you go. We are very concerned about, you know, getting this thing up properly. So next up, we need, you know, that seems okay, but, you know, there's nothing wrong with more rockets, yeah. Oh, that should be able to make it to space. Let's put a nose cone on them just to... No, that's the wrong nose cone. That's the wrong nose cone. That also the wrong nose cone. Oh, okay, I was right third time. Just give them some structural support, so, you know. We don't want this whole thing to be completely uncontrollable. Or do we? Let's get some hold down clamps because, you know. No, there. And we change the angle a little bit. So that's about right. I'll be okay. Okay, save. Should I be merciful and not put an actual Kerbal in this? Just take the air intake off a second. I'm gonna make it remote control. Just some sympathies for the pilot. Okay, we don't need a pilot, don't worry. I'm gonna send this one up unpopulated. It's heavier than 140 tons. Okay, fine. I'll build a better runway. It's not taking off from the runway, so... Space programs today, so so safety conscious. Right. For all the good it's gonna do. And 3, 2, 1, go. Oop, only fell a little bit. But seems to be doing well. That didn't look like it's doing so well. Are we actually going for orbit? Can I control it? Only up. Well, Mach 2. Oop, it is actually turning over. We might be able. I mean, it was a bit pointless trying to turn the jet engine on for this, but ooh, I have control. I can turn. Not going to make orbit. Nope. Well, I could have made that. Anyway, we're now in space. Just move away from that load of mess. Ooh. I mean, it's not going to help anything now we're up here, but... Oh. Oh, that's solar orbit. Well, I may have overdone it a little bit. Can I, like, turn back? Please stop. Yeah, okay, we do not have the energy to stop that. So, may have had one or two too many rockets. So that's fine. That's what we have, you know, this for. Space Center? Yeah. So, we've determined that's too many rockets. I didn't think it was possible, but... So, like, if we just get rid of that one and try again. Yeah, just have a hold down arm, holds in place. And try again. If we've got a Kerbal in this, we're doomed. We're going to start losing them. Okay, and go. I've been in worse. It's not going to fly, but... Okay, I think we can call that a recover vessel. So, don't put the launching clamps in the way of the wings, is what we've learned here. Yeah. Things I do in career mode that you really shouldn't do in career mode. So yeah, apparently its trajectory was like that, which is not good for a plane. So let's see what this does. I'm going to save it just so I don't, like, destroy my plane. And go! Oh, nope, took a bump. We're okay. We're not okay. It's okay, this is salvageable. We can fix this. Yeah, why not? I don't see how we can do any more harm than I've already done at this launch. Well, I mean, it could be worse. We could be bringing a giant, like, booster in to drop on the Space Center or something. Come on, let's see how this ends up. Oop, nope, okay, it's safe. This should be savable, after all, this is a working plane. No, no. Okay, nope, that I don't see. Okay, abandon the flight. Okay, well, that failed attempt at flight is coming in. Him cannot be saved at this point, leaving our set back to the late saved state. Okay, I was just going to let parachute down on its own. Apparently the game's having none of it. So, right. So we've determined that didn't work. So can we go back? No, we can't. Okay. So we just take them. So, like, if we get another 2 of these, stick them on. Get the nose cap now. You might say we've tried this before, and it was a bad idea. And I'm not denying that it was a bad idea then, or that it's a bad idea now. What I'm saying is, if we do this staging, we can use that one to turn us round when these two inevitably cock it up. See, is this not the most efficient way to get a single plane into space? Right? Do I have a memory of doing this before and it not going well? Okay, no crew, because we are not killing the crew this time. So, launch. Yeah, you can clear the debris off the runway. It may be a finished plane on the runway, I don't know. Right. I'm just gonna leave. Don't worry about me, just leaving. Get off. Wow, that was a really light nose cut. That just blew away. Now, if you wonder what I'm doing, I'm going to limp back to the hangar. Oh wow, this has got some wild control to it. Also, it's doing nonsense like this is how I learned to actually control this thing, so... Hello? I'm back after that disaster. Ready to go again. Occasionally the game just decides it's not connected. I figured as much, right? Spaceplane hangar. I don't know why that just disconnected, because it shouldn't have. Well, give it some structural support, we'll be fine. There you are, it worked last time. Why aren't they connecting? Why did I press Control Z for that? Okay, so in theory that should hold this time. In practice we don't know, because it held first time. I don't know why it didn't hold this time. We holding? Yes. Go! Oop, no. I have no idea why that didn't work. I mean, it worked before. I'm guessing that's just because it had so many more boosters. So. Oh, bye! Did the booster make it? No. Right, back to the hangar. Quite obviously, it's not at a crazy enough angle. There you go. Let's try again. Bye. It was nice knowing you. Okay, so is there a strength limit on those struts? Because I think I just found it. Right, so that was a disaster. It's nothing we can't recover from, but still a disaster regardless. Does it not have enough strutting or something? I mean, it has strutting. There you go. So my best guess is it didn't have enough struts to hold it in place, so I'm going to do it again. Ow. Ah, what did I do that for? Ready? Go. Bye. What just happened? Why aren't I exploding? What just happened? Okay, bye again. Okay, let's... just... No, to launch, go. Stop being silly. Do you just not like me? Okay, let's try again. I think this is pushing the limits. One last try. What is that? Oh, that's the previous plane. Okay, so if we do that, we should be able to get a decent orbit out of this. In theory. But we are wasting a lot of fuel here trying to get it going. Nope, back down. Okay, I'll accept upwards, I guess. Come on, we need that over 70 and that over 0. I don't care if we have re-entry trouble. Did you just run out of fuel on me? Fine. Did I just deploy my parachutes? Come on, we just need a good curb in orbit, and I'm happy. To be fair, I just want to make 15 in orbit. This is not the most silly thing I've ever done. Come on, we have plenty of fuel. We can do this. I'm so glad I put this RCS on there now. Okay, we're over 0. I don't know how much we have left. We can turn off the air engine at this point. I think we warped there and attempt to do that little last bit of orbit. Yeah, okay, it doesn't matter if we have no electric charge. We'll be fine. We'll get back in the sunlight eventually. There you go. Told you, we'll be fine. Problem is, I do not have much monopropellant. Oh wait, no, that's the wrong way. I mean, if we re-enter, we re-enter, it's fine. Okay, how much of that do we have left? Only 60. Eep. Well, it's not that bad. Okay, we can turn that off. Just give us some electric. Okay, let's just make sure we can actually make orbits. Okay, we can make orbits. We are behind the sun. We're behind Kerbal at the moment. Which way are we heading? That may have gone a bit too fast, but we are in a stable orbit on the upside. Let's just get us back in the sun, because if we can't do that, we are doomed. No. Oh. This is bad, right? Just guess a bit faster. You engaged SAS for half a second, just long enough to knock us out. Well done. Just the exact bottom. I knew I should have put 1 or 2 solar panels down there. But either way. Is that an eclipse? We're a partial solar eclipse. What is doing that? I mean, I think we're heading away from the eclipse, but no, it's heading in. Okay, I didn't think these happened. Is there going to be a shadow on Kerbal? Is the question. See, I was just being stupid putting a MiG in space. I wasn't expecting a solar eclipse. I mean, I can't see a shadow, but I mean, it would be right there if it was. I mean, we're only talking like that big, but quite evidently we are still getting full light from the sun. can't see a moving spot, so I don't think there is one. That's a shame. Appropriate music. There's quite a long eclipse though, isn't it? Oof. That was definitely intended by the developers at least, because you wouldn't have had that effect. Okay, yeah, I don't think we're getting light on those solar panels anytime soon. Let's just give it one more orbit, just in case. Yeah, we're not direct nose down. So, okay, we're body down to it, so, you know. But it has successfully got into space. If I had just had a better power generation system, we would have been okay. So if we go back to the space... No, if we go back to the space center... I wonder if you could have seen that from like the space center. Val should be back by now. There she is, but she has no skills or anything because she lost them all. Why do I have to lose all my skills for that? So we've confirmed that works. It goes into space, we've got it into a stable orbit, just about. So I mean, that was most of what I had planned, that I didn't expect it to actually work at all, ever. Damn. Okay, so having successfully put a MiG in space and accidentally found a solar eclipse, which I wasn't expecting, I guess we'll end and I'll think of something better and more silly to do next time. Because that wasn't dull enough, was it? Okay. Bye.